Okay, so I want to start off with this. February is a month that has the festival Lupercalia. I feel that it might have significance, and if I was to be taken out, let's say, I feel like it would be around this date. So if I don't post in March, there is a chance that I could have been taken out, but I'm going to try my best to post in March if I can. So as we see here, we have the Saturn cube, the dark crystal fragmenting our light, which is the quantum computer, dark crystal. We have crystal castles, and then we can see our fragmented light, the Ra and bow, which is the firmament right here, and it's putting our fragmented light into the jackpot, which is the pot of gold, which is Jack in the pot because the Jack represents the Jackie bloodline in the pot. And they're turning us to gold because it's King Midas turning us into gold because King Midas is the Wizard of Oz, is the Lizard of Oz. And as we can see right here, we have Bentley Bear with the wizard cap on, and he's collecting the red gems into his sack. And the sack represents the belly. It is the red sack. It is the sack red geometry, the 777, which is the jackpot. And then we have the red sack, Santa's red sack, which is Saturn, Satan, Santa. And then we have the witch's cauldron right here, the pot with the staff right here. And then we have the butter churn with the staff right here. And we have the chamber pot right here. And then we have the toilet bowl with the staff right there, the cosmic toilet. And then we have the honey pot right here, which represents the gold. It's the honey. And we have the wand right there. Furthermore, we can see the fishbowl dome right here, which we have the dome right there, which is the firmament, which is the belly of the beast. You can see that right there. And then we have the bedtime bear right here, which is lulling us to sleep with the lull. And the gavel is kind of like a wand. And they have the wand here because it represents the chaos magic. And then we have the bear sleeping right here, which is the ZZZ, which is the Z is like a 7 that's underscored. So it's like the 777 right there. And then we have the California bear because it represents Kali right here and Shiva. We've got Kali right here, which is the Mutterland. And then we have Shiva right here, which is the bear. Tradition on New Year's of hitting pots and pans. And the pan represents Pan, the god Pan. And the pot obviously represents the pot. And then we have the bong right here, which we have the moon and Saturn, and then 420, because 420 created this matrix, is the Saturn moon matrix. And we have the neck right here, and then we kind of have like the belly of the bong right there, and then we have the bowl right here, which is kind of like a staff. And as we can see right here, we have the king with a scepter, which is kind of like King Midas with a scepter. So this represents the serpent climbing our 7 chakras. It is the Kundalini energy climbing our chakras and consuming us. So that's what that represents right there. As we can see right here, that we are in the alien ant farm, which is the hive. And we can see right here, the game is a fictional alternate reality game. All identities are fake, and the theater of operation is a simulated planet on top of a computer hypersimulation that creates reality as the players start to play with the commands of the hive mind. And it's the hive mind because we are inside of the hive, which is the cube. As we can see, the hexagon is the cube. And it is also the chaos magic, so that's why they have the wand. It's because they're controlling the cube with the chaos magic. And they're screwing up our heads with the chaos magic. They're manifesting their reality they want. And we see the Pooh bear with the honey pot, and the Pooh is kind of like a dirty joke because the Pooh is like staff, because staff is a word for poop. And then we have the Georgia Guidestones, which say to maintain humanity under 500,000 in perpetual balance with nature, and that is related to them keeping us as drones and worker bees. And we have the Dante's Inferno, the circles of hell, and we see right here the souls of greed are consumed in a pit of smelting gold because it's related to King Midas and the pot of greed. They're trying to keep us here as drones to breed for their populace, which show in these next clips of this movie called Wicked City. And then we have honeypot and honey trap are terms for an operational practice involving the use of a covert agent, usually a female, to create a sexual or romantic relationship to compromise a target.
We live live in an era when our cities are armed with steel and concrete. Computers and electronics barricade our minds. It doesn't change the fact that there exist a lot of strange phenomena, bizarre beyond reason or logic. Most folks just don't see them. That's because we cling to order, to any tiny happiness that comes our way, and we bust our humps to blind ourselves with our desires and our pleasures. There's a world of darkness out there, beyond time or space. A world filled with evil that is undeniably real. And in that world, there are things that run wild. I thought the treaty was still in effect, except for the usual radicals. Was it them?
It seems so. I made a protest about it to the executive branch via Vatican channels. They'll take it up at the next plenipotentiary session.
Any reason for their becoming more active recently? I mean, why the change in status?
Well, unfortunately, the time for the next peace accord has been advanced. They're holding the signing ceremony in Tokyo tomorrow.
Why all the rush?
According to research, more and more of them are infiltrating our continuum, utilizing illegal entry methods. We need to take care of this, and you were chosen. This treaty is going to inaugurate a new era in the relations between us, and it's unusual in that the duration of the accord is for 500 years. I need to stress to you the importance of finishing this case quickly and quietly. I'm sure you get my point. Your assignment is to meet a certain person. He's coming into Narita tonight at 7 o'clock for the ceremony tomorrow. I'm putting you in charge of guarding him. Get him there safely and on time. The radicals will think twice about attacking him with a black guard around.
Black Guard. That's my real work. Not much job security, and a whole lot of risk. Who is this person I'm supposed to meet?
Mr. Giuseppe Maillard. I'm sure the name is familiar.
So he's come back after all, hmm?
His presence at the peace ceremony tomorrow is absolutely imperative for success. Guard him without fail, because as far as the radicals are concerned, if they can kill him, they'll control everything.
And I figured this was going to be a difficult job. Okay, I'll be there.
Oh, I almost forgot. You're going to work with a partner this time. They tell me she's extremely skillful and absolutely exquisite. She'll be waiting for you at the airport. Just look for the most beautiful woman there and you'll find her. I suggest you be cautious because she's from their side.
A blackguard from their world, huh?
That's right. And don't even think of trying anything funny.
Don't worry about that. If you know anyone interested in a black world or woman, just send them over to me. I'll straighten them out real quick. Human beings have stumbled through history, occasionally making contact with what we call the black world. Most of the people on both sides of the continuum have wanted to exchange insight, information, to live peacefully with each other. But in spite of a lot of folks' good intentions, bloody fights have broken out from time to time between the two sides. Things got so bad that finally representatives from both worlds ironed out a contract that allowed everyone to live together without stepping on each other's toes. Sort of a non-aggression pact, a treaty. And every so often, that treaty is renewed, and the ceasefire continues without a break. So here we are at the end of the 20th century, and they're about to conclude a new peace treaty. Right here in Tokyo.
Mr. Maillard?
Don't point that pea shooter at me, you idiot. The enemy's behind you. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and go.
Go where? What are you talking about?
A peace conference. What do I have to do? Spell out all the details?
But that's your job.
No, you're supposed to sign it.
Listen, I think you better...
You know, kid, sometimes you're a little slow upstairs. Not to impugn your ability, but you have things all wrong. I was brought here to protect the both of you, not to have you protect my bony behind.
Are you saying you brought Makie and me back to life like some Frankenstein?
Yep, that's about right, though I did it with psychic power instead of body power.
Well, you son of a...
This thing goes back a lot further than you realize. A sort of spiritual sympathy has been developing slowly for a long time between the human world and the black world. Unfortunately, incompatible genes make it a virtual impossibility to produce any offspring between us. Once in a while, after thousands of years of mutual research, individuals do appear that just maybe have a shot at a mixed blood child. And the capital researchers of both worlds have picked as having the best shot at making a baby, this time around at least, is you, Macier, and your young Lothario there. That means you, Taki. The two of you are perfectly suited genetically to create babies that'll have both the ability and the responsibility of creating a new world. A better one, we hope.
We must be dreaming. A baby?
You betcha! And the radicals have been trying to kill you too because there's nothing they fear more. If she's not pregnant, then I'm an anteater, kid. There's a bun in that oven, make no mistake about it. Although I have to admit, I didn't think the science would appear this early in the game. And as usual, I have a few things to say about this business. You see, there's just one teeny catch. Without a proper spiritual bond between the both of you, complete transfiguration can't be fulfilled. At least that's what our research seems to show. In my humble way, I did what I could to stimulate you in that direction.
Thanks for asking.
Circumstances just made it impossible. There wasn't time for another plan. I'm sorry.
You conniving, lying old... Everything that happened was plotted by you from the beginning.
Of course. Well, not everything. I couldn't possibly know that you were going to fall in love now, could I? Let's get our butts over to the ceremony. We've got a brand new world to make for a brand new life.
He really is a magnificent old buzzard. It's finally dawn of the longest night of my life. A morning so beautiful it hurts. As my friend Hodgkins said, I'll know what I'm really protecting when I find it. Well, I guess I found it. And in her body, my child, our child, is growing, giving her a power that's never been seen before. You know, I have a feeling the kid's gonna be big, because it'll have the future of both our worlds on its shoulders someday.